Good morning. These are your BYU-Idaho Radio morning headlines for Friday, April 18th, 2025. Thanks for listening. I'm Jill Clary. The Rexburg Tabernacle will host well-known singer Nathan Pacheco for a concert celebrating Easter. This is his first time coming to Rexburg since 2017 and also his very first ever Easter concert.
I started out my career not focusing on religious repertoire, but just focusing on kind of the classical crossover style of music that Andrea Bocelli and Josh Groban have done. Even though I started out with that, I wanted to focus also on this side of this part of my life that's such an integral part of my life. And so I wanted to put a few albums out there that allowed me to express my belief in God, my belief in Jesus Christ, and hopefully spread some light and goodness as a result of these songs.
Pacheco will sing with Jared Pierce at the piano and Nicole Pinnell on cello. He will sing The Lord's Prayer, some of his songs from his albums like Forever, Come Thou Font of Every Blessing, and more. He is often inspired to sing the songs he has chosen with the Holy Spirit and with some practice as well.
My hope is that as I share songs either through recordings or now in these live shows, my hope is that gap between us and heaven can be shortened, and that whatever, 100-foot ceilings that we feel at times stand between us and heaven, that can just kind of go away, and we can kind of just feel this communion with the Lord as a result of the music, that we can feel close to him, and that as a result we can have our burdens lifted. And even through music, through the Spirit, we can receive insights, we can receive clarity in our lives, we can even receive, healing in different ways.
If you want tickets or more information, visit nathanpacheco.com. A Pocatello man was sentenced to 9 years in federal prison for trafficking fentanyl. Acting U.S. Attorney Justin Whatcott announced Wednesday that 40-year-old Jeffrey W. Anchetta was sentenced for possession with intent to distribute fentanyl. According to a news release by the Department of Justice, members of the Badges Task Force stopped Anchetta and his co-defendant, Alme Otto, on a return trip to Arizona on April 13, 2024. Task Force officers searched the car and found over 500 grams of blue fentanyl pills and a firearm. Anchetta later admitted to trafficking fentanyl in Idaho. Anchetta and Otto were indicted by a federal grand jury in July 2024, where Anchetta pleaded guilty to possession of fentanyl with intent to distribute on October 23, 2024. Anchetta received a 9-year sentence in federal prison, followed by 5 years of supervised release. Otto has entered a guilty plea and is awaiting sentence set for June 30th. Holy Spirit Catholic School invites the community to its annual K-5 Easter play on April 25th. According to local News 8, the play is an annual school tradition that has been around for over 30 years. But for the second year in a row, the entire student body is participating and school leaders are inviting the community. The play will take place on Friday, April 25th from 10:30 to 11 a.m. at St. Anthony's Chapel in Pocatello. For more information, visit the Holy Spirit Catholic School website. These have been your BYU-Idaho Radio morning headlines for April 18th, 2025. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. You can ask your smart speakers to play KBYI 94.3 FM. Have a great day. This is BYU-Idaho Radio, and I'm Jill Clary.